Right, how are we now? Do we have sound? Right, I have no idea what happened. As I said, we had been practicing today and it was all working fine, and now this is crap. So, as I was saying, abandon yesterday's, we're talking about coming off social media. We used to have another group back in the day called Soul Patrol, and it was mostly ghost hunts. Uh, there was about 8 of us in the team, and on Facebook we had about 25 other guests, and we were talking about just going back to that and cutting out all the hassle and the politics. Uh, the reason we were talking about doing this was because we have been having issues with buildings and locations being attacked, and it was annoying us because we were concerned that were we part of it by putting the videos on. One of the ones that upset us the most was one of the churches here in Scotland. A few uh, other urbexers have came from down south to see it, and it got quite well known, and it got set on fire, uh, and it broke our heart because it was a fantastic place. Uh, what annoyed us the most was, although the church, now you all know that I'm part of the church, and I'm a worship leader for my church here in Motherwell. The concern that we had was the church was closed, but the graveyard was still open, and people still used it for burials, and the family still visited. It was also what we call here in Scotland the Commonwealth um, grave for war heroes from World War One and World War Two, and it broke my heart when we heard that it had been set on fire. That night, I was packing it in. I was removing YouTube and the Facebook account, and we were going back to just us, keeping myself. The backstabbing's terrible. We've been getting a lot of, not with us, we don't get a lot of it, but we see other YouTubers getting a lot of hassle for it. We do this for fun and carry on. We love the old buildings. We like to try and document them because they are getting knocked down. Unfortunately, Hartwood Hospital is now being demolished, or be in the process of being demolished. Uh, because of people that do the urbex, we now have record of them. I believe any information on Hartwood is totally lost, all the records and all the goings on, what happened in it. So we have to keep dates and keep record of it. But that night we were going to close it down. Figgy Fate and a Quiet Man, he sort of spoke me out it, so we took a break from it. The last video I put on was the Salvation Army here in Bellshill. We were going to start doing more cultural things in Scotland. A lot of them do. It becomes a financial thing, Gillian. We have it. Our YouTube channel makes no money whatsoever. We don't monetize anything on our page. We do it for the reason we do it for. Originally, we started doing it was photography we started with because I'm waiting to get 2 new knees. So it was done for physiotherapy, and then we started doing the abandoned buildings. But it's just so bad. I mean, it was as if everybody hates each other. It's always one trying to get one up on the other one. Uh, and it becomes greed after a while. That it's a lot of fakery. Fakery and, sorry, but fuckery. There's a lot of people out there just trying to make money, and they don't care about the location, they don't care about the find, they just want to get paid for it from YouTube. None of our videos are monetized at all. We don't believe in it. We do it for fun. Don't get me wrong, the money would be fantastic. We're not wealthy people by any matter of means, but we do it for the fun of it. It's a hobby, and I feel the fun has been taken out of it. It's became a let's try and keep up with these people. This is one of the reasons why we were going to stop and just go back to the old way. See, that's what we do it for, Taffy. We do it for the fun of it. When we first started the YouTube, we weren't 100% sure what we were doing. We're still the same. We had monetized things, and then they took the monetizing thing off, and we just never went back. We don't feel any need to do it. I mean, we were making money before it was coming up, but we were still very young. One of the views that we had was The Crypt, and it went mental. It's over 100,000 views on it now, but it means nothing to us. We do it for. This is why we do it. We do it for the fun. It's a giggle and a laugh. I'm the born one. I'm the mouthy one, and we've got Fuggy, Faye, and James. Every time they're in the video, the numbers go up because they're half-wits basically, and they're good fun. We always have a good laugh. Half the times we go out, we find a place, and then we put on the cameras, and it goes mental. We are coming back. As I say, we're going away with the caravans next month. It's either next month or the following month. We're going away for 15 days. Fuggy Faye is a Google genius. She has been trying to find places, and it's harder to find places now. Really, really hard. And after the church getting set on fire, we've got very, very protective of where we're going and how we deal with social media now. When we do the videos, we just do the videos. We don't edit. We don't put anything in. We don't take anything out. What you see is what you get. But half the time we forget that we need to videotape to get it onto Abandoned Yesterday's Facebook page and social media. But we were concerned, and we're now decided that we're going to come back. We're all getting better now. I had issues with my legs and work in the church, and Faye is getting better. James was never ill. He was just being lazy. He just couldn't be bothered. I have no idea, Dylan. I don't know what's going on with that. We used to. I think I'm getting an interruption. Who's that? What's your tail?
Little me.
We're live, so behave yourself. You're a fucking idiot. Where's Faye?
No, no. That was like,
Go and send her a text and tell her we're on live.
yeah. I think she's waiting on Facebook. I have to go on YouTube.
We're not on Facebook, we're on YouTube. Anyway, that was a flying visit for the flying man. Don't know what he wants, but he came in. You're right, I've missed everything that's going on. 30 East Drive is a scam. I seen it once. I think I seen it. It was on Most Haunted, and then I seen that much of it that I basically lost interest in it because everybody and their cousin was doing it. Even we thought about trying to get over to it. I seen a documentary on the place, and the new owner was quite willing to tell him that there was 100 spooks, and I think he was just more interested in seeing how much people were willing to pay to go and do a ghost hunt. When we first started this, we were called Soul Patrol, and it was mostly ghost hunts we done. It was just myself, Faye, and James that preferred to do the the abandoned buildings. We had some good laughs, so some good scares. £70 per person. It's a lot of money. I think it's more in your mind in that place. You've seen the television programme, you've seen people talking about it. It just makes you jumpy going in, so more things are likely to happen. So as I said, we have Urbex with Taffy. Hopefully he makes it here to Scotland. He better come before Brexit because he might have to pay to get across the border. But hopefully you'll get here. And again, Urbexy, we're hoping to get out with Urbexy. I think there's a lot of mind stuff in it now at the building. It's been on the telly 100 times and everybody and their cousin's been there and they've all had different stories. I'm not saying there's nothing there, but I think a lot of it's done for the telly. You definitely need your passport. The Scottish are building the wall again. So you might need to fly it and come through customs. So Faye has been busy on Google, as I said, and she's looking into other places. Yeah, we're looking forward to it. We're going away with the vans and we've got a lot planned. So what I could try and do, Taffy, is Urbexy and Abandoned Yesterdays have been trying to get together for a long time. So I'll maybe speak to him again. Hopefully he'll come on and he'll see this, and we'll try and get Urbexy to come out with us. CF, our American neighbour, is desperate for Abandoned Yesterdays and Urbexy to go out and do an investigation. So if you just let us know when you're coming, Taffy, we'll get it sorted. We would like to try and get more collaborations done with other YouTubers. We're going to be travelling. I don't know how far we're travelling, but we're going to be out with caravans. I think it's the 8th. And we're going to get as much as we can and do as much abandoned buildings and places of interest. There was a lot of people thrown off. I think the last video I put on was the Salvation Army going through our district here in Scotland. We do a lot of different things, sort of cultural things, and the Salvation Army was passing, and I thought, why don't we just show off the small town of Bexhill? We are in North Lanarkshire, in Scotland. It's a very small town we stay in. So far we've got is that Welsh and Yorkshire on. Did have America earlier on, but I think CF's away now. I don't know what time it is in America just now. As I say, we stay in a wee mining town called Bellshill here in South Lanarkshire, Scotland. We have a lot of history here in Scotland. We've met a few when we go out with the vans or we go out. We meet a lot of American people, and they're blown away by the history here in Scotland. My new clock and my telly's broken. I don't know what's happened to it. So as I was saying earlier on there about Hartwood Hospital, so much of it's down now. I think they took most of the hospital down. Oh yeah, Paisley, buddy. My family are from Paisley. My granda Goldie side are all from Paisley. My granda Goldie always told me that people from Paisley were so miserable that the seagulls carried their own pieces. So that was my granddad's view of Paisley. He stayed there all his days, and my dad and my mother all came from Paisley. So as I was saying, Hartwood is mostly down as far as I know, and the nurses station is still up. It's been a wee while from we've been there, but we had some great times. Abandoned Yesterdays, when we were known as Soul Patrol, done a 24-hour investigation in Hartwood Hospital. I have never laughed so much in with the carry on during the night. I'm sure you're not all miserable, but it was just my granda Goldie always said that the seagulls carried their own pieces. And it's again the old Billy Connolly joke that copper wire was invented by two Scotsmen fighting over a penny. And we're still talking about Hartwood Hospital here. I'm just thinking back there when the quiet man came in. I have no idea what he wanted or why he's here. I did text him to answer some questions if anybody had any interest, because these glasses I cannot see in. My granddad was a Gordon. We were all Goldies. Apparently, we had 7 ministers in the Paisley Abbey, who were all preachers. I think I'm taking on the old school by being a preacher. Taffy, Hartwood is as much as we believe it's down, it's a building site just now. The workers are in. We loved it there. It actually was one of the places that started us with Soul Patrol and then Abandoned Yesterdays. The best investigation we've done is we have the videos of the underground, which was terrifying because I am claustrophobic. As you can see, I'm not a wee man, but absolutely brilliant. We loved it, and we were in. I do apologise to the other team that was there. I can't remember the name of it, but they had a spiritualist medium with them, and a few other people, and it was great to work with them. You'll just have to have a wee look at the videos because I can't remember the name of the team that was there. But Hartwood was always the place to go. It was everybody and their cousin went to Hartwood to see the place, and it was some beautiful and stunning photographers have been up there and taken some pictures of the up in the towers with the old clocks. This is one of the reasons why Urbexy and stuff has been so important, so that we can take note of these places. Yeah, I agree. A lot of these places have been overdone. A lot of the places that we have done with Abandoned Yesterdays have all been taken down. The best one that we've ever done was IBM. We've done that over 2 days, the IBM factory. What a side, what a place. We done when the IBM one, it was over 2 buildings, and when we got to the very end, they had a whole like a shopping centre, like a bank and stuff in it. Sadly, that is away. It's very hard now to try and find locations. Try not to go back to the same places. And if Herbex with Taffy comes to Scotland, we have a place that we would like to take him. Probably take about a day to do the whole place. It's a bit of a drive, but it's well worth it. We'll put the video up of that one. And then we have the old shopping centre here in Scotland as well. It was a great place, but it's now been bought over and it's now a Christmas village as far as I know. Christmas decorations are up and all year round. I genuinely can't think of anything worse. I'm a bit of a bah humbug when it comes to Christmas, and having it every day is, not for me. Oh, what a place. We went there a while back, David, to the RAI, and we just could not get in. We are very strict with it. If we walk about, we can't get in, we don't get in. We just take it as a hit. But I was so desperate. I've seen some stunning photographs on Facebook and YouTube with the RAI. What a place. As I said, because of what happened to the church, we're being very safe now and sensible about locations and who's on our page. If anybody's on our pages now and they identify a place, they're automatically removed. I know people do it and they don't realise they're doing it, but it's we don't like it. Gin night. We had whiskey night last night. That's why Faye isn't here. You have to try pink gin, lemonade, and Smirnoff Ice. My friend Faye Delbeatty told me about it. I don't drink gin, but apparently it's lovely. So I think I've realised why the Quiet Man and Faye aren't on, because I think Emmerdale's on. Yeah, I believe they built the houses round about it now. When we were there, the flats were up. So is anyone else finding it difficult to find buildings in your areas? Faye's not watching, so I'm going to smoke. She told me not to. We are finding it very hard. We're having to go further out now to find places. I mean, it's getting. That's what I'm saying. We've got to travel further and further away now. And I find now that they're getting more protected by the communities round about. The people that stay round about them are vicious. They see your car and they're like flies over a shite. They don't like you getting near the place. The communities are very, very, very protective. And as I said, with the church that got set on fire, they're vicious now. They're watching. Faye's just sent me a message. She's watching, but she just can't get logged in. So everybody, yay! She can't give us into trouble. As I say, round about that church, there's not a big community there, but the people that are there are watching. And even if you get into the graveyard, they're over to see who you are. myself and Faye done an investigation a while back. We were walking round about my church and we found a floating door. So nosiness got the better of us and we were up to see it. The photographs are on the Facebook page as far as I know. I had to lock the room door because Poppy the dog keeps trying to attack me, and I was going to bring Sammy the parrot up, but he's in a sweary, having a sweary night tonight. He keeps swearing at everybody. But as I'd like to thank everybody as well for everybody asking where we've been and what we're up to. I think people thought we had just gave up, but we did have some issues, and rather just keep putting things on one after another, we decided to step back and replan things and make sure that we come up with a new structure so that people aren't giving out locations and damage getting done to any building. And a lot of people will say to me, "Oh, suck it up, Buttercup, it's just an old building." But what they don't realise is the history in these buildings and what they were back in the day. And they're all getting knocked down. And eventually there will be nothing left. All we'll have is new modern buildings. And I can guarantee you it won't be standing. So we do have Fugie Faye, but she can't log on. I don't know why. She's not very technically savvy. And I don't know what the quiet man was. I know he burst in here about 10 minutes ago and disappeared again. I have no idea why, but he did. Fugie Faye, by the time she gets this on, I'll have switched it off and she'll just need to... Oh, there's Jamesy there, the quiet man. Jamesy, daft hole next door, doesn't know how to work a computer. So we're going to, as I say, we've got plans. We're going to get away for a few days. We're going to go round about and see if we can. I'm waiting on Google. Oh, she's waiting on a Google thing back. We're going to go round about Scotland. We do one day have to go over the border and see what's down south, because we are really struggling. And as I said, people are getting vicious guarding these old buildings. I think what we have on our side, we abandoned yesterday's, we're all older. And they don't see, I think if we were a lot younger, they would have been telling us to beat it. But I think our age helps. And everybody think Fugie Faye's my granny. In the UK Area 51 soon. So I'm going to get as many insults in here on Fugie Faye because she can't talk to me on Facebook, on YouTube, sorry. Tell Taffy my sat nav should have been. Don't know, our sat nav should have done something, I don't check it. Tell Taffy my sat nav should have went to school. So should you, Faye. Faye only went to school for cigarettes and then she went home at playtime. So I think this is the first abandoned one we've done for a while, and I've not had Faye and Stupid Hole jumped about in my back. So as I said, we're going to go look for places. I keep saying it, and Faye sends me a text message. We're finding it really hard. People are getting vicious. They don't like us getting in and around about. Myself and Faye get stopped last year by a total numpty and started spouting trespass laws and all the rest of it. And he soon walked away with his tail between his legs. We were actually at a church somewhere in Scotland, and he was trying to tell me, who's a worship leader for my church, that we were breaking the law and stuff. That's right. Faith just sent me a message, said Tom was lovely, he was the owner, and he just laughed at the guy next door and told him to shut it. But so Faith still can't get onto YouTube. She's just giving me into trouble by text message. That's why I keep pointing at my phone. I think Big Fathole's watching Emmerdale or something, because I've not seen him for a while, apart from when he broke in here and started dancing. As I say, we've not been on for a long time. We've been trying to get out and about, but as most of you know, I need new legs, and I'm still waiting to get new knees. So when my legs are bad, I can't walk. Faye is just working all the time. James is just an arse. I don't know what he's been up to. But we're coming back. We're working on it. Just give us some time to get some videos made. We were going to go live last week, but to be quite honest, we couldn't be bothered because we were exhausted. But if we're not out and about, we'll do some more lives, and I'll try and get Horace and Doris to join in as well. And we've not, as I say, it's about 4 months for that I done the Bellshill Salvation Army one, but people stick by us. We're still sitting, I think it's all the twos, 2,222 subscribers, which is fantastic, especially for not putting any content on. But we're trying, and I think we'll work hard in the future. As I say, it's just trying to get by into the locations and trying to get away from angry locals who don't like the publicity. But we look forward to Urbex with Taffy coming to the dark side here in Scotland, to this side of the Clyde. And hopefully we can get Urbexy involved as well. There's a few Scottish Urbexers that we would love to get together with, but even though they were so close to each other, we have to do adult stuff like work and pay bills and look after people. But we're working on it. We'll be back with more videos and more lives. Trying to go live in Scotland's an absolute nightmare because the internet's terrible. Urbex with Taffy, we have spoke so many times to Urbex on Exploring with CF's page, and it just seems to be every time we get, I'm off, he's working, or I'm working and he's off, we just can't get time to do it. But as I say, we're going away, I think it's 15 days we're going for, and hopefully, and even one of those days, if we could meet up, it would be absolutely brilliant. And hopefully you'll get to this side of the border before the barriers go up. And we can try and get something done. And hopefully one day that eventually abandoned yesterday's, the furthest that we've explored was in Puerto Palenza. We've done Spain, we've done the caves, the prehistoric caves. We haven't been down south yet, but hopefully very soon we'll get over the border with the van, take the caravans with us, I think, and try doing down south. We were looking into doing Northern Ireland, but your caravan's a big bus, and trying to get it onto the boat is going to be an absolute nightmare. So I think I'm going to leave it there. and we'll get the videos on as soon as possible. Up next with Taffy, I'll give you a wee call and we'll get something sorted out. You can let us know what dates you're coming, and we'll get something sorted out. I'll get Fuggy Faye, the IT department, to get you some places. I have a place in mind for you. It's already on our YouTube page. I'll send you a text and I'll tell you where it is, and then we can get it all sorted out. Thank you to everybody for still supporting us on social media, on YouTube, and still subscribing to us. I hope everybody's well. Please be safe, be well, and we'll see you on our next video or our next live. Enjoy the rest of your night, everybody, and we will talk to you soon. It's been fantastic that Faye's not been here giving me into bother for smoking, but I'm quite sure she'll be at my door very soon. And be safe, everybody, and we'll talk soon.